Hello, folks! Coming live from 58 Dream Street, we're James on the Games. Continuing my Ultima 5 Warriors of Destiny Let's Play. So let me just fire up the DOS box here and we'll get started. Syncing with GOG Galaxy. And going down to windowed form. Are we up? We're up. Sound connected. Looks like it's all good. Ah! Terrible title screen sound. I'll spare you that for a moment. Ugh. For the most part, this is, I'm repeating myself, but this is significantly improved from Ultima 4, aesthetically and in many of its systems. Where it is not notably improved is the noise that it makes specifically on its own title screen. Okay, I'm just also getting just making sure I've got my Ultima 5 map, my Ultima 5 spellbook, all the things that came with the game. So the story so far. The Avatar, that's me, hero of Britannia, had returned to his home dimension, Earth, and then was summoned back to Britannia because things have gone bad. Things are not going well in Britannia. Let me turn the sound down a bit. Because here in Britannia, it turns out that Lord British, the benevolent ruler of Britannia, has gone missing. In his place, a Lord Blackthorn is ruling. And he ruthlessly enforces the virtues via draconian laws. For instance, let's head into Britain here. Take a look at the sign. Blackthorn's law of compassion. Thou shalt help those in need, or thou shalt suffer the same need. A good principle, or a good idea, it'd be nice to do, to help someone. I want to stay away from these guards. Sometimes these guards, we're in a dictatorship, so sometimes the guards demand a tribute to Lord Blackthorn, and I don't know if I'm at the level, or that it's even something I would want to do, to be fighting the guards. Okay, I haven't played in a week. I should take a look at what I have before I set out. Various equipment, of course. I've got some spell mixes, but not a ton. I don't have that many reagents. There could be somebody around. There's a bunch of little villages near Britain where I might be able to buy reagents, because in Ultima 5, you have to mix the spells, like crafting, and then use the spell mixtures, and yet you still have to have magic points and the ability to use the spell. So there's a lot going on. I've got 90 gold, not many gems, but lots of keys and torches. Is there a guild in town? I could buy more gems before I leave. What the gems allow you to do is get a snapshot of the area of the map that you're near, or alternately, that's an armory. Alternately, they can show you. Yes, I dost wish to leave. They can show you, if you're in a dungeon, the overlay of the map. And that can be very helpful, because navigating the old school first person style of dungeon where you turn in 90-degree increments and without any kind of fluid animation to keep you oriented can be tricky. I have not mastered there's a key to the Ultima language in there, in one of the accompanying books, but it's still not easy to figure out. It's not laid out in a way that I find intuitive. It's just a simple, one-to-one, language-to-language thing. This is a stable, probably not ready to buy a horse. What my main goal is here, okay, I should make a note. It's the north town that has an inn in Britain. I think the villages are called Brittany. Yeah, my main objective right now, besides exploring the world a little bit more, so I have a healer. I don't think I'm going to be able to buy reagents. A shipwright, I certainly can't buy a ship yet. I need almost 300 gold just to buy a skiff that can sail in rivers and shallow water. And that is an objective for sure. In the meantime, I want to explore more, try to talk to people, find information. This Lord Blackthorn has 3 Shadow Lords who are his agents who do his bidding. So sometimes they randomly appear in the towns. And each Shadow Lord opposes one of the principles of virtue. So the principles are love, truth, and courage. Yes. Now maybe, Chili Champa, and hello, by the way, it could be true that in this game, I might be able to get a ship by robbing pirates. Luring the pirates in. I guess it's not robbing if the pirates attack you and you take it. That's the only way to get a ship in Ultima 4. Now that there's a shipwright, I kind of want to, if I can, avoid the experience of, standing by the shore with as much food as you can afford and just hitting the pass button again and again and hoping for the best. An air of cowardice doth surround thee. So the Shadow Lord of Cowardice is here. And I'm giving the Shadow Lords a broad pass right now. I'm not exactly sure what effect the Shadow Lord of Cowardice has on the townsfolk, but I can confirm that the Shadow Lord of Hatred makes the townsfolk attack you. And I found that out in the very unfortunate way of my dude Iolo, the bard, being killed by a beggar, which is especially painful because Iolo, bards identify with the virtue of compassion. So like helping beggars is their whole thing. You know what? Should light a torch. Get a little bit. Doesn't help that much in the woods. So, yeah. Like for example, if you worked at a shelter, it feels extra bad if a homeless person, someone you were trying to help, kills you. So poor Iolo. And it wasn't the beggar's fault. He was under the influence of the Shadow Lord of Hate. So these Shadow Lords are bad news. I don't know anything. I have one lead on how to deal with a Shadow Lord, which is that somebody told me, hey, did you know if you go beyond the Eastern Desert, you can find a demon, and the demon could help you. He knows something about the Shadow Lord of Hate. So I'm assuming one of my broad goals in this game, because this is not a game that gives... Whoa, these enemies are probably not something... Demons. No. Wait, you know what? Let them come. Yeah, that was a pretty big hit on the Avatar. Alright, we're fleeing. It's not the most courageous thing to do, but... Whew, Iolo was almost dead right there. So yeah, battle is lost. We gotta get out of these woods. We gotta hole up and camp. Let's camp. For 9 hours. If Lord British shows up while we're camping, I think Julia can level up. The level up system in this game is strange because you reach the experience threshold and then you need Lord British to bless you. And now that's a common thing in some older RPGs. Return to the King. Except King is missing. Lord British is missing. He only shows up in ghost form sometimes when you camp. But you're not guaranteed that he'll show up. For example, he didn't show up. But Shimino kept watch. We didn't get ambushed. It's all good. Here's some giant rats. This is a fight we can win. And who knows? Maybe a giant rat will have some treasure. You never know. What we don't want is to get poisoned. Oh, Toshi's got a sling. Is he gonna... Ah! Good job, Toshi. Sometimes Toshi just totally drops the ball and winds up dinging one of his allies with the sling. Iolo is poisoned. Well, that's a bummer. Poison doesn't have any effect during the battle, oddly enough. So, while the battle's raging, Iolo feels no effects of the poison. I guess it's adrenaline. Then, he'll start dying every time I take a step on the map. But I believe I've got plenty enough mixtures of the cure spell. So I should be okay. I also believe when I looked at my reagents, I don't have plentiful garlic and ginseng, but I have it. Oh man. This is like a D&D 4 battle. Everybody's AC is so high. Oops. Getting the treasure in this game is a wildly and needlessly taxing affair. You need to do the open action on the treasure, like I will do right now. And then, in this treasure there was just one sack of gold, so we can get that with one action. But when there's multiple objects in a treasure chest, and there are often quite a few, you actually need to use the get action separately for each one of them. Okay. Iolo, cast, and Nox. That's the antidote spell. None mixed. Okay. We'll head back to the map screen, and we'll mix up a few and Noxes. Mix and Nox. Ginseng and garlic is the recipe, and I'll just make 5. This is a massive quality of life improvement over Ultima 4, where for each individual mixture you had to press mix. Well, no, you only had to press mix once. So press mix. Now, which spell do you want to do? Pick it. Which reagents does it take? Choose them. Hit enter. Then it tells you success or failure. Then it asks you what spell do you want to mix again. So if you, as you probably do before you go into a dungeon, want like 15 cures, they were called back then. They didn't have the fancy spell language in Ultima 4. You sure did have to press the buttons a lot. Okay. Iolo will cast and Nox upon himself. No, on Julia first, because she has such a lower hit point rate. Okay. And then Iolo can cure himself. And we're back in fine fighting form, team. So I'm going to the east. My previous episode 2 was my first one was pretty productive. I found Tashi and Julia. I got that lead I was talking about in the desert. A headless and orcs. Am I in condition to fight headless? Oh, not this many. Farewell, headlesses. Let's just fight. 2 orcs. So that's a battle that I'm comfortable engaging with at my current low level of stats. And oops, I pressed the wrong button. I searched when I meant to attack. The A and the S are right next to each other. It's a thing. Instead of a menu of actions, every action is mapped to a keyboard command. Fortunately, attack and search are A and S. Like a lot of them are more intuitive than others. If you want to look at your stats, it's Z for stats. And that's not just me like being. I'm not clowning on the reason that they chose the Z. It's quite literally true that when you press Z, it actually comes up with a Z in parentheses and then tats to remind you, yes, this is supposed to be stats. So it is hard. I have to go to the east if I want to reach Minok, the city of sacrifice. And I made it there before. Snakes, which of course raises the significant risk of being poisoned. Is Tashi in range yet? He is. Can't land the shot. Okay, and they're spitting snakes. That's bad. Pythons. I don't believe that actual pythons are known for spitting their venom at great range to poison people. So yeah, if I can make it over to Minok, I guess my primary goal there. Can't do the attack. I'm out of range. It would be considered absurd, I think, if a contemporary RPG, non-action RPG, allowed you to assign a ranged attack without giving you a sense of what was in range, and then if you chose that option, give you no way to back out of it. Victory. Okay. Yeah. So, besides the general desire to get to Minok, just to talk to people and see what I can find out there. Because I explored the lighthouse, but I can't remember. I don't think that I was thorough in my exploration of the town or the city itself because of some bad Shadow Lord luck. If I'm remembering correctly. I could be wrong. So that's one thing I want to do because you gotta... Yikes. Everybody's poisoned because of this horrible thing. Troll demands a toll. We do not pay the troll. Don't feed the trolls, folks. So then we gotta fight the trolls. And that's an enhanced process from Ultima 4. In Ultima 4, if you go to cross a bridge and there's trolls, you're just in a fight with trolls. There's no period where you're cleverly sneaking across. And then the other thing is if I can get to Minnock and then I can, rest up in an inn, get into decent wandering condition. I've got enough reagents and stuff to feel like I can explore a little without worrying about dying. You don't want to die. Well, I mean, you never want to die in a video game, but you don't want to die in Ultima 5 because the penalty is experience points. I have characters who are now a lower level than I started them with. Yeah, Ultima 4 definitely had its tedium, but it was also just a really engaging game. It's very interesting to play an RPG where the goal has nothing to do with defeating an ultimate evil. Ultima 4 is set during peacetime, and you're just setting out to become the Avatar by demonstrating mastery of the virtues, which is neat. Okay, we got a dagger, we got a short sword. Yeah, so to the east of Minnock, according to, if I'm interpreting this fancy cloth map that came with Ultima 5, which of course I only have in PDF form. If I'm interpreting the map correctly, the desert where this demon who knows about... Ooh, a magic ball. Those are... Wow. These trolls had a lot of stuff. Okay. Oh, those were gems. Okay. In Ultima 4, there were magic balls that when you found them, and they looked exactly like that. If you touched them, they caused a whole bunch of damage to you, but then also raised your stats, depending on which dungeon you were in. That is not the case here. Okay. So, I'm going to get out of the poison swamp here, and before I try anything else, I'm going to hole up in camp for 9 hours, because once again, if Lord British shows up, he'll cure everybody. Yeah, let's set a watch. The Avatar himself will stand watch. No, oh, and the poisoned ones can't benefit from sleep. And British didn't show up. Yeah, so that's by far the most frustrating part of this game so far. Is that the level, especially to level up, I need Lord British to come. Like, Julia is over the experience. From what I can tell, I did look around a little bit for information about this, and Lord British is more likely to show up if you camp for 9 hours, and he's more likely to show up if you have the Ankh equipped, which I do, because you just start with the Ankh equipped. And that's all I could find. So it's easily the worst choice so far to me in the design of this game. I don't think I have enough mixtures. I know for a fact that I've got to mix at least 3. Then I got to get back somewhere. Yeah, because I'm running out of reagents. How many? Well, make 4. That's all I can make. I'll have 1 left over. I'm in this area with poison swamps. That's not great. Okay, cast. Avatar, cast and Nox on Julia. Julia. Ocean child. We're all cured, but But have I boxed us in such that we can't actually make any progress? No, we can get around the poison swamp at least, going down this way. No, we're locked. Ettins. And we're all messed up too. Well, what I will try to do is, Julia in particular, I'm going to cast my one heal spell on Julia, because she's a melee fighter. Toshi, oh, there's a lot of them too. I gotta look into all this gear I have. I probably have better equipment now, especially after those trolls loaded me up. We'll see. I mean, ooh, Iolo took a bad hit there. Oh, she's not in range yet. Shimino's almost dead. We have to flee. We're boxed in though. Okay. Iolo's dead. The Avatar's dead. Well, that's not great. What are you gonna do? Okay. Cross the bridge again. Make a mental note to never go over this horrible bridge again. And we're all poisoned. Alright, we're looking at a party wipe and the experience going down, which is bad. Julia, well, she hadn't gained the level, but she's gonna be back under the threshold. Yikes. I think the rest of us at least are safe at level 2. But I don't see any way for this to resolve now but a party wipe. Oh, well, maybe Julia can gain... Oh, jeez, I hit the S instead of... Maybe she can gain some experience if she... she can't. She's going to be killed. You know what? Well, yeah. Okay, there it is. Unending darkness engulfs me. The real short-term goal, even beyond finding more information or getting towards that desert, what I need the most is to get into a virtuous cycle where I'm actually achieving enough but getting back to safety. Okay, let's see where we are. Yeah. Experience bad. Not as bad as it could be. Did we lose like 20% of our experience points or something like that? I don't know what the formula is. It's not great though. But let's look into armor here for a minute. I'm equipped with chainmail and a chain coif, and what do I have equipped? A long sword and an ankh. Can I equip a shield? I can. Well, right there, right off the bat, we've definitely made the avatar better. I also wonder if maybe I've got a lot of gear now from looting people. You don't lose any equipment when you die, which is lovely. No equipment lost, no gold lost. Experience lost, which is a bummer. So maybe the answer here is to go to an armory and just sell a bunch of the gear I don't want. Yes, I dost wish to leave. Okay, but I should get back to the task of equipping people. So, Shimino's got chain coif, small shield, ring mail, and a short sword. Do I have another long sword? I don't. What's a spa collar? I mean, it's a collar. I'm not going to give it to him, though. I'm going to give it to somebody else. I don't know who. One of the others. Okay. Okay. What does Iolo have? Iolo's dual wielding. I know that. He's got leather armor on. And that's the best armor I have available because he's dual wielding. He can't have a shield. Can he equip this collar? He can. Do I know what that does? No. But I'll look into that later. You don't need to know these things in advance. Can Toshi go from cloth to leather? He can. So there's Toshi, a little more secure. He's got a sling equipped. Can he equip a small shield with a sling? No, he can't. Sling is a two-handed weapon. Or he's got something else down here. Protection ring. Well, I'd like him to keep that. Okay. Okay. And how's Julia doing? Besides being shamefully demoted. She's got a chain coif, small shield, leather, a main gauche. Did she equip a short sword instead? Yes. I think think a mingosh is better than a dagger, but I think it is inferior to a short sword. I think. I need to start remembering which towns have what things. That's a detail. I'm keeping a spreadsheet of what people tell me in the towns, and I need to remember what things are in which towns. Okay, there's pause. I don't think pause has a magic herb place, but while I'm here, why don't I look? So I could at least use some food, actually. The provisioner's in bed. It seems to be the middle of the afternoon, so I'm not sure why the provisioner's in bed. Power to him, I guess. Guild shop? You know what? I don't need gems as much as I need anything else, especially because I found some gems in that battle. Okay, nothing here. I probably ought to look into the cost of a horse. Thing is, first thing I want to do is make sure I recognize. I know from reading the paratext, the supporting materials and the manual and stuff, that in this game, unlike in Ultima 4, where your horse is just basically like a vehicle, you know, you can park it. You just get off the horse, it'll be there a month from now in the same spot. If you don't get off your horse next to a horse post, your horse can wander away in this game. If thou dost lose thine honor, thou shalt take thine own life. Samurai style. Oh yeah, that guy. If I let that guard close in on me. Here's an armory. Maybe I want something from the armory. Hello. The Paladin's Protectorate. Buy or sell? I would like to sell. I'll offer the 9. Ah, because he already has several leather helms. Yeah, that makes sense. What else could I sell? What about a chain quiff? I don't think we all can equip these. 28 gold? Yes. Okay, here's an answer. Cloth armor, probably not much. Wait. For that admittedly inferior cloth suit, I will pay the 11 gold pieces. Yes, sir. Okay. Selling stuff turns out to be obviously much bigger part of the economy than it was in Ultima 4. We are making progress in this game. I don't need all these clubs. Not gonna sound much. Don't really need any clubs right now. Fair enough. I feel weird offering him flaming oil. Not much demand. Man. Now, it's possible that there's no things you can sell where you'll get a response that's like, oh, these are rare. I'll maybe it's you know, he's a salesman. He's downplaying it. Oh, these aren't super in demand when he knows they are. Ha! Ducked you, buddy, because I'm not paying tribute to Lord Blackthorn. Okay, gonna try to make my way to you because I believe in you. I mean, I have found a reagents shop. I have purchased reagents, and I haven't left the mainland. So the only city I haven't checked for reagents is you. Trolls. We're sneaking. Troll toll. No, we don't pay. We fight. These trolls are tough, but they're not that tough. You know, they're low-level enemies. Kind of enemies I need to be slaying. Oof, the Avatar did take a hit there. Now we're in it to win it now. Iolo taking big hits from that stone throwing troll. The troll is barely wounded. Iolo's hit pretty bad. Yikes. Okay. I've got to adjust Iolo's position. He's got to pull back. Or he's just going to die before I can do anything about it. Ha! Julia got a kill. Iolo continues to flee. Iolo's dead. Well, can't win them all. Can't win most of them, as it has been my experience thus far. But again, even just what I've learned about the money, it's gonna make this easier. Oh, Julia's close to dying. Just bad news. Try to focus on killing the one that's next to her. Perhaps I should have paid the troll toll. Especially now that I'm doing a bit... Oh no! Tashi, it's really important, Tashi, that you don't kill Julia. We're down to one troll. We're gonna win the fight. At what cost, though? Well, at the cost of Iolo's life and all of our physical health. Get Toshi to pull back so that he can use his ranged attacks without interference from the troll. Toshi gets the kill. Okay. That's something. Found a bunch of stuff, including food, which is great. You can never have too much food. I mean, that might not be true. Might be quite possible to eventually wind up with more food than you need. But that's not where I am. I've only got 30 food. Yikes. Okay, well, we got beaten pretty badly, team. Let's carry along the road. Fortunately, enemy spawns aren't nearly as frequent, especially if you stick to the road. Say what you will about Lord Blackthorn, but he keeps the roads safe. Yeah, we'll set a watch. Tashi, who's at full health, can stay up all night. And he's a bard, so he'll play his little lute a little bit for us. Be great if Lord British would show up. Come on. No luck. But we're all feeling rested. No trolls on that bridge. Light up a torch. And keep heading for you. So, there's Britannia. And we head west. Cool thing about this series is that at the point of Ultima 4, when what was formerly called Sosaria, the land of Ultima, became Britannia, the setting associated with this game, I guess, in the popular imagination, if the popular imagination has any association of Ultima anymore. They basically nailed down the map. So it's the same towns or same cities, and they're in the same spots. And it's good. It's good stuff. Okay. On this town, here we go. An alchemist. Madam Pendra. Here's herbs. Yes, please show them to me. Okay, I need ginseng. 23 gold for 8. Yeah, I'll take it. In fact, I'll take 16 in total. Garlic, 23 for 8. Whew. I am glad that that's not the going rate of garlic in the actual universe that we live in, because I do cook with a lot of garlic. Not a shocking amount of garlic, but enough that I'd be hurting if it was $28 for 8 cloves. Now, I don't even know how much spider silk I have. For the very basic spells, which are the ones that I care about using right now, Mani, the heal spell, and Nox. And I've got a bunch of spells here that I should look up what they mean, and I should probably start using some of the fighting spells. Okay, lots of garlic, lots of ginseng, very little spider silk. So I gotta buy some spider silk because that's how I can mix Mani. Spider silk and either garlic or ginseng. I think it's ginseng, but I will definitely be looking that up before I guess, because as you might have suspected, 2 strands cost 11 gold. Fine. I will do this a few times, and then I'm leaving. Really sucks that Ielo's dead. I'm nowhere near being able to afford to save him. Oh, this guard following me around. Ha! Gave him the slip. I would like to sell. I would like to sell a chain coif. Yes. 28 gold. You say there's not much demand, but then you offer me an amount of money that seems enormous to me. Daggers suck. But if daggers suck, I might as well sell a few of them. What about a throwing axe? You know what? I want to equip Julia with the throwing axe. If she can indeed equip the throwing axe. And find out, what it's like. Do you just throw it once and then it's gone? Do you get a few throws? It's almost certainly going to vanish. Who's this dude? Chamfort. Okay. Let me get my recording the thoughts of the townsfolk spreadsheet open here in Google Sheets. Here we go. Sheets. Boom. Ultima 5, Warriors of Destiny. Fired it up. I'm in you. I have met Chamfort. He's a blacksmith. Okay. Tell me about yourself, buddy. Job. I own this smithy and also forge its goods. Forge. I'm a busy man and don't have time to chat, so if thou wilt excuse me. Okay. Well. Sure. Let's go. Avoid the guards. Avoid the guards. I don't want to pay any tribute. Welcome to the slaughtered lamb. May I serve thee this morning? Yes. No, they don't sell rations. Sell me a bottle of rum. 4 gold. Great. Anything else? No. Come see me in my shop when it's open. So is this lunchtime? Tall white hat. What's your name? White hat? My name is Jeremy. Okay. You're as good of a guy as your hat color suggests. What's your job, buddy? You're the chef. What do? You work hard. You need the money. Lamb. You work hard. You need the money. Money. Trying to get my brother out of jail. Brother. It's going to cost me 500 gold crowns. So I'm guessing that Jeremy is the uncle of the child who's in the stocks here at you and the brother of the father. The father's crime, he didn't give enough to charity. So he's just in the stocks, possibly till he dies. The son's crime, he didn't report his father. Real, East Germany shit. It's a game from the late 80s. So, oh my goodness, 500? Wouldst thou donate 30 gold crowns? Yes, I'm going to try to break the moat, dude. What is thy name? My name is James. Is there anything that thou dost need? Food, keys, or perhaps information? Yeah, information. All I can tell thee is that Chamfort knows a mantra. Okay. Alright. So, I don't know what the mantras will be for in this game. In Ultima 4, each virtue has its own mantra, and so you needed to find the mantras, find the stone of that virtue, which would allow you to go to the shrine, and then go to the shrine and meditate on that virtue. That is not the goal in this game. So, great. Well, I also wish I'd asked for food, because I did give him a lot of money, and I do need to buy food. And this is not a good town for buying food in, for that matter. Well, I'm working on helping you folks, so I'm not going to feel bad that I'm ignoring you in the stocks right now. I'm going to go... Is this Chamfort? I think this was Chamfort. Yes. You know a mantra? Who told thee to ask me? I'm going to hope that he's asking as a test, and not because he's really mad that somebody told me this and now he's going to go kill Jeremy. Take the 30 gold that I donated to the bail fund. Ah, yes. The mantra of justice is BMP. Okay. No, I don't. I have a spreadsheet. Created a new sheet called... I'm going to call it info. Generic info. And then I'll just create a table on that sheet called mantras. Two columns, mantra and virtue. I should go the other way though. Virtue, mantra, because there might turn out like to be stones or other things of the virtues. So virtue of justice is BMP. Got it. I appreciate that. Now I think that might be the runic language, but it looks like a B, an M, and a P, and that'll work for me. Thank you, Chamfort. Thanks. Good luck. Okay. There. Now we're getting somewhere. Well, I mean, are we? I don't know. I know I can sleep in any empty bed in a town, but I don't really need to sleep right now. And I want to be camping when I sleep. Because I want Lord British to show up. Here we go. I need food though, so back to Britain for some food. We'll fight any monsters we meet on the way. East and south and east and south, and we find Britain. Do I remember where the provisioner is in Britain? No, but I'm going to start making notes of this. Hey, Lars! Yes, I am having fun. I am still in the, learn enough about the game and get into a cycle where I go into the world and I get enough golden experience and get back to town in time to, buy more food and buy more reagents and buy all that stuff. And in the absence of that, I am getting party wiped a lot and then losing my experience. But I did learn that finding a bit of info, and I found out one very important thing, which is that selling extraneous gear is a much bigger part of the cash economy in this game than it was in what am I trying to say here? Than it was in Ultima 4. Yes, you can serve me this evening. Rations for my travels. 21 gold for 25 servings. I'm just gonna play it safe and just take one. Nothing else for me. Now, if I can get her to town before they close the gates, I can camp down for the night, and hopefully Lord British will visit and heal us up. I don't think Julia will have leveled up. She's dropped back to. No, I haven't done the music patch yet. It was a hectic week, but it's a holiday here on Monday. So that's one extra day that I can quite possibly use to do some stuff. Right now, whenever I get a free moment, I want to apply it directly to playing a game instead of enhancing my experience of the game. But I do think some music would be a nice touch right now. Julia's getting close to getting back up a level, so that's good. Poor dead Iolo. Alright. We're out here. Going out off the map, and we'll hole up and camp for 9 hours, setting a watch. I wonder if setting a watch scares off the ghost of Lord British. If that's true, I've been making a fool of myself. But I don't think that's the case. I think that Lord British has been visiting me when I have a watch set. I could be wrong. And the sun's coming up. That's good. Alright, let's try this again. We have some food, some reagents. Might as well do the mixtures now, proactively, if I need them in battle. So, ginseng and garlic for Ann Knox. Mix. How many? Let's do 6 of those for now. Enough to cure us 1.5 times per living party member. And then let's mix up some money. And that is ginseng and spider silk. I know I said earlier I was going to double check that so I didn't accidentally waste my reagents, but I'm feeling confident. Yeah. All right. I'm so unadventurous with magic systems that fortunately cure and heal are the only spells I ever use. That's not true. I wound up by the end of Ultima 4 I was using awaken a lot, because the only time once you're leveled up in Ultima 4 that you ever get in trouble in a battle is when everyone gets put to sleep. Awaken, used a bit of blink. Okay. A waterfall with the... Oh, trolls into the bridge. We evaded the trolls. That's good. Alright, I know I don't want to go through that swamp, but I did previously find my way over to Minok. You know what? I should have the map up over here. Yes, okay. I see where I am. And this is getting me there. I want to go around this forest. Ah, giant rats. And a lot of them, too. Which is not actually necessarily a bad thing. We'll see. I've got time here to form up. Put my melee fighters who have some health on the front line. And my level 1 ranged fighters. Okay, let's try this. Barely wounded. Okay. Then I have to find out if... Oh, that was Tashi. I want to find out how Julia's throwing axe I've equipped her with works. Both how it is as a weapon, but also, is it just one? Like, once I throw it, am I done? We shall find out. The sling, at least, seems to be an infinite ammo, very weak weapon. And I have some arrows. I got some arrows from one of my previous fights. So if we get to Julia and she's bare hands, I'll ready up a bow. She still has a throwing axe. She missed, but she has it. Well, Tashi didn't miss. He grazed the avatar. Great work, kid. There. Getting a kill. We still have a throwing axe, and she gets a kill. Alright, we're going to get Julia back to level 2. Which is nice to see. Really do like this game quite a bit. Ah, Julia's down to her bare hands, but I've committed to attacking. I wasn't paying close enough attention. Well, okay. Skip that turn, and I will hook her up with another throwing axe. Why not? I often, in RPGs like this, get way too conservative about things that you waste. Especially in my beloved Dark Souls games. I make very little use of, say, things you can throw at, like bombs and poison, clumps, and all those things that you can heave at your enemies to often help you in a battle. I'm like, might need this later. Alright, let's ready up a hand axe. Another throw. Oh, okay, that's it. Throwing axes are the ammo. I got 3 shots out of it. They're gone. Let's do the bow. We have 7 arrows. No, you know what? Julia's a tinker. Give her the crossbow. Oh, she needs both hands free, of course. Drop the shield. Pull out a crossbow. Excellent. Okay, Shamina's poisoned but not harmed. It's a good sign that we're fighting enemies who are weak enough that even when they hit us, they don't necessarily damage us. That's a good sign for us not dying. Which is... Ah! I hit a rat with Tashi's dreadful aim. Level 1s, I'm thinking obviously aim must be connected to your dexterity stat, which is not going to be at its highest when you're level 1. Keep letting them come to you, Shamino. Giant rat critical. Yeah, Julia is good with the crossbow, which is nice. Here, Tasha, you work on this one. Boom! Tasha gets the kill. Alright. We're going on the attack now. Boom! It's cleanup time. I'm gonna save my quarrels. This fight's under control. I don't have that many quarrels. I have yet to start taking notes on, where the Fletchers are. I believe there's a Fletcher in one of the Brittany towns. I know I've seen a Fletcher, and I haven't been anywhere off the mainland. So I will find a Fletcher in the fullness of time. Alright, got that kill. So Shimino, you start working on emptying out this thing. And either those rats are going to flee or the avatar is going to kill them. We killed them, and I'm glad we did, because they were holding a treasure. What is in this treasure? A sack of gold and a weapon. So it's either going to be a good weapon, which it probably isn't. Just a dagger. Well, a dagger, as I've learned, is equivalent to 1 gold piece. Alright. Hang on the map, casting. Oh. The avatar will cast and knocks upon Shimino first, just to be virtuous. Yeah. When you're the healer, when you're the hero whose whole gimmick is you're the avatar of all virtues, you gotta cure your pet. You gotta cast the spell on your pal first. One site said something about setting someone in your party with a regeneration ring as the watch. Okay, I don't have a regeneration ring, Chili Chompa, but I really appreciate you looking into that. And as soon as I find one, I would slap that on someone anyway. But I will slap it on someone, and then I will start trying to get a sense of if it's worked. And who knows? If he's random, he's random. Good work, Tashi. If we can kill the spider without anyone getting poisoned, be great. And we did. Everybody wins. Spider didn't drop anything, which would have been the best possible outcome. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, it's this hilly passage below the mountains. And by going down through that, oh, we're going to have to camp. So every time you camp is a shot at seeing that sweet Lord British. All right, Shimino. You stay up. I, the avatar, have taken 4 damage to your 1. So I will get the privilege of sleeping. Oh, thanks, Lord British. Abandoning us yet again. You know, the fact that he visits us in ghost form and obviously has had his kingdom stolen from him, maybe I'm giving him too hard of a time. Oh, some insects. Let's fight it out, bugs. Probably not with a crossbow, though. Julia, we are not wasting... To begin with, I don't think that quarrels would be a great weapon to fight a swarm of insects with anyway. Really tough to aim that accurately. Although Tashi does okay with his sling. But then also just clearly not worth using limited ammunition on swarms of insects. Enemies that we know we can beat. I think one clear lesson that I've already realized today is I need to give particularly the spell book, one more good read before the next time I play, so that I know, I started the game with a bunch of mixtures. It's just that if a spell isn't and knocks or a lot of skeletons. But skeletons are traditionally low-level stuff in RPGs. So let's try it. Let's see what we can do. Julia, get that crossbow out. Drop the short sword and the shield. And equip that crossbow. Excellent. Okay. Nice shot, Julia. That was not even in the vicinity. Ooh, Shimino took a pretty rough hit there. I gotta remember to keep an eye on health, to either retreat or, hopefully, not get into such a situation that I need to retreat, but to at least remember to heal so that nobody else dies. That's where I want to be. There. Where'd all that blood come from in the skeleton? I guess it's bone marrow. I don't know if that's canon, but that's the story we'll tell ourselves. Skeleton lightly wounded. Heavily wounded. How are we doing? We're still doing okay. Oh no. Can Toshi get an attack off? He did get the attack. He missed, but the skeleton didn't stop him from attacking, which they can do. Toshi's hit. Yikes. Toshi's got to get some space between him and the foe. Okay, Shimino is taking damage. Ha! Got the killing blow on that fleeing skeleton. If Shimino goes below 30, we're casting a Mani on him. I'm promising myself that I will remember to do that. Alright, Toshi, you need space between you. Julia, you work on this thing that's closing in on you. Alright, Julia should get a short sword ready. It's time to fight 1-to-1 with that skeleton. Ah, I thought we got a kill, but it was actually just that. Okay, Toshi's got to move. Julia, drop that crossbow. We're almost out of quarrels anyway. But now that I know that the crossbow is good and the Julia can at least kind of use it, that's good to know. When I see a Fletcher and I have some gold, I will purchase a crossbow. Alright. Come on. Get a kill. Well, it's fleeing. That's not nothing. The Avatar is almost at 30. And again, going below it. Ah. Julie does nothing because I chose to attack. And there's nothing to attack. Toshi's got to fall back. Alright, we're still in it. Alright, Julia's fighting now with her short sword. She missed. Okay, Avatar needs a heal. I'm not sure who that's going to come from. Probably from the Avatar himself. No, you know what? No, yeah, Julia's got to keep fighting. Even if she's not that good at it. Cast. Oh, the skeleton interferes. Of course. At least it didn't take my turn away. Okay. So, maybe... I think Toshi can do some magic. So I will try to have him cure the Avatar. The skeleton's heavily wounded. Come on, Shimino. No. Alright. Cast. Mani. On the Avatar. It worked. Which is great, because I was then immediately hit. But I'm in better shape than I was before the attack. Yeah, the miss rate is really something. Oh, I should have healed the Avatar. I will when I get back to Toshi. My goodness, people. We need to be getting kills. Hit again. Yikes. Alright. Shimino, come down. Toshi, attack. Julia, attack. Avatar, attack. Yikes. Avatar is in rough shape. Shimino does not have magic in this game. In this one. Cast. Mani. On the Avatar. Okay. Fall back a little. Don't have two of them on you at once, at least for a moment. Yeah, look at them go. And it's not just one animation. They do this like shoulder thing. But then most of the time they're kicking it. Rattle them bones. Shake, shake, shake. Rattle, rattle. Rattle them Dr. Bones. Oh, hey, Julia got that kill. Or Toshi did. Julia almost died getting that kill because I wasn't paying close attention. It's too late for Toshi to cast here, but the skeletons don't seem to have range. So as long as Toshi doesn't himself kill Julia with this by missing and hitting her, which he did not. Okay, Julia, heal thyself. When thy turn dost come. Of course, I'm running out of money mixtures. And none of these skeletons have dropped any money or anything yet. But there's a bunch of them left. Alright, do I even have any money left? I have one more. I think that's got to be the last one. Julia, retreat. Avatar, retreat. Want to become famous by buying followers, primes, and viewers on big... Well, hold on. All right, listen. ODP122000957. I'm not saying I'm above buying followers, but if you can really deliver these followers, like, what about you give me 5 followers during this stream, and that'll make me believe in you. And then if you've made that sale, then maybe I become more open to paying you for more. Because right now, this battle is lost. Yeah, they're getting... Listen, it's low demand because it's not a good sales pitch. Even a giant rat now is more than I want to fight. This is why a horse would come in handy. But a horse I dost not have. But I'm getting close to Minnock. I might have overshot. Sorry, rats. Any other day I'd be happy to kill you. Alright. Taking a look at the map here. I am... Okay. I think I know where I am. Yeah. Further north, in fact. Yeah. Try to avoid stepping into push... headless. I don't like that. I don't like the sea dragon being there either. Of course, I've learned my lesson. I'm no longer foolish enough to run up and just pick a fight with a sea serpent at level 2/1 in the hopes it'll be okay. The headless are still coming. I mean, I'll just run from them if they close on me. But they're interfering with my desire to go to Minnock. I've got plenty of food for the moment. Yeah, I gotta get in this fight and flee. Flee quickly. They have an Etten with them. Flee before they throw any rocks. It's actually, I mean, who knows? There's 26 keyboard, 26 letters in the alphabet. One of them, it's not H because that's hole up in camp. But it's entirely possible that at some stage in the Ultima game, it's going to, monster riding will become a thing. Get away from that shore, you jerk. Don't you dare spit fire at me. I reject your fire-spitting ways. Okay, please, no Shadow Lords here. No Shadow Lords. Whoops. Blackthorn's Law of Sacrifice. You know this isn't going to be good. Thou shalt donate half thy income to charity, or thou shalt have no income. Yikes. And of course, I bet that dude is going to... If I let him corner me, which I will not do, if I did... Here's a healer. Obviously, lots of us need healing. There's a shipwright, but I am not in the shape to be asking for ships. Let me... Okay. So they're not even in Minnock? I mean, down to sacrifice. Go sleep in the dirt. Good afternoon, and welcome to the Dark Watch Armory. Will thou buy or sell? I'm going to sell, sir. What'd you give me for a leather helmet? 9 gold? Heck yeah. How about a chain coif? 28 gold? Sold. I want to keep that shield. I do not need 3 daggers, because daggers suck. What about a club? 3 gold? I'll sell you 1. What about a main gun? You know what? Hold on. Let's not go wild here and sell everything. 95 gold. That's not bad. It's enough to re-up on some reagents. I'm not completely out of reagents yet. I can't buy any reagents here in Minnock. Hello, beggar. Leo, I've spoken to you before. Canst thou spare a few gold crowns? Yes. Oh, and by the way, I've seen something you might not wish to know since we last met. Care to know it? Yes. This beggar did tell me that he would be useful to me one day. Well, I've been noticing Shenstone the Armorer has been sneaking about town round noontime. Okay, that's information. So, in Minnock, beggar says he'll be helpful one day. He's helpful now. I'm deleting that. Oops. Freaking hotkeys. Hang tight. Hang tight while we get back to the right screen and I disable those hotkeys. I should, oh, it's just Shift S. I just won't use another capital S. Shenstone, the armorer, is sneaking about town around noontime. Okay, so he's up to something. And what could it be? Oh, surely that bit of news is worth some gold. Yes. 3 more gold. Thy kindness is only exceeded by thy virtue. My kindness is one of my virtues, Mr. Beggar. My interest is goodbye. Oh, so that's like a poorhouse. I believe, yeah, in fact, I think Julia, the tinker, is associated with the virtue of sacrifice. And in, yeah, I'm getting out of here, buddy. Now, thou wilt give half thy gold to charity, dost thou pay? Yes. I don't think I want to get in trouble with the law just yet. Even as it sucks to, give all your money away. To, well, half your money. To ruthlessly enforce charity. Alright, we have to sleep. Everybody's all messed up. See the lighthouse effect? Minnock has a lighthouse. First I was like, what is going on with the lights? Yeah. Like I said, I want to get a virtuous cycle going. And I'm just not there yet. When I get there, set a watch. Yeah. But Toshi is actually in the best shape because he's 17 out of 30. Oh, and also he has the highest absolute hit points as well. Plus, he's the young boy of the group. And if Lord British shows up, he'll be fine anyway, because we'll all get healed. Come on, Lord British. Shimino did not have a great sleep for some reason. Moongate. Oops. Well, I can agonize over whether it's time to dive into a Moongate afterwards. I think maybe it is. Like I said, I'm generally going to try to do this game with minimal reference to walkthroughs. However, I am not above just looking at a Moongate chart. I'm not going to figure out the Moongates by trial and error. Because they teleport you every Moongate, at least in Ultima 4, every Moongate will teleport you to one of the various other Moongates. And there's a Moongate for every city. And it's determined based on, like, each Moongate is 3 potential destinations. Oops, didn't get her all the way there. Ha! Killed one rat. Oh no, Julie's actually trapped at the moment. That's okay, because Shimino's got to move over too now that he's blocked in. Oh no, he took a hit. So this is actually a good time for Julia to cast Mani if I have any. None mixed. Okay, you got to retreat, Shimino. I know, you hate to do it. Fighter and all this exciting, all his armor. Hates to run, but I hate paying the fee to bring you back to life. I can't pay the fee to bring you back to life. So I guess the fee that I pay to bring him back to life is to get everybody else killed too. Okay, skeleton was our most fearsome enemy here. So this should work out. No one's even been poisoned. Although that could easily change now that we're squaring off with the rats. Let's see. Julia's poisoned and Toshi hit her in the back of the head. That's... a trusting person. So I don't know who that is, but I've buzzed them in. Hey, it's a huge building. They can't find me specifically, even if they're looking for me for some sinister reason. Which I hope they're not. I try to not have enemies who want to come into my apartment building and harm me. And I try to be that kind of person who's not being hunted and killed in his own home as revenge for some horrible thing he did. Yeah, knocks on Julia, and we gotta mix up some money. Money, 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 money. Let's do 5 monies. And we're gonna head back towards you, hopefully mixing acid. Oh no, I did garlic and ginseng. I mean ginseng and garlic instead of ginseng and spider silk. I messed up. I wasted my reagents. I do not get cure spell or heal spell, the Mani spell. That's unfortunate. However, I should be fine against these insects. I don't know. I'll have to look. I think that if I look in my inventory, I will not see acid. I think that I've just botched the job. But who knows? Shimino grazed. It's fine. It's fine, Shimino. You're fine. Quit your crying. Ooh! Alright, Tashi, you really gotta not kill Shimino. Alright. Shimino's gotta stop. I mean, Tashi's gotta stop attacking. Julia's in better shape than Shimino now, so. Yikes. Julia is dying. Julia just got killed by insects. Well, so it goes. What are you gonna do? Hopefully Shimino kills his insects. Great. Good work, Shimino. One day at a time. Just gotta keep doing our best. Or I'm not actually convinced that this is the best I could possibly be doing. But this is how we learn. Fitfully and with constant frustration. Actually, I don't really feel frustrated yet, which is nice. I am quite enjoying this game so far, actually. And you know, it's a big world, big open world, but it's a big open world for the late 80s. Which means, you know, even though I haven't obtained a horse, here I am, just trotting all the way back to Britain, which I believe is going to be south into the east. Oh, nighttime again, which means I can hole up in camp for 9 hours. I'm going to be... Here's a sense of adventure. Let's camp with no watch, since we all need some healing. Party rested, but no. Lord British did not come through yet again. And Julia is ready to level up. If she weren't dead, and if Lord British would come and level her up. Toshi's nowhere as close, but he never was. Nah. We're doing what we can. Oh, heck. We're going through a moon gate. We're somewhere. There's roads. And we're in the woods, which suggests I might have just moon-gated to you. Well, that's not super exciting, but okay. I'll take it. Come into town. Actually, why would I come into town? There's no point in the... Well, it's almost daytime, I think. Sun will come up soon. I can... Is there an armory in this town where I can sell? Yes. So I'm going to sell... I'm running out of things to sell at the armory, which is unfortunate. But... And 53 gold to get me some reagents. Now I can head back to Britain and hopefully get some food. We shall see. I have faith because I do think a little bit of music might liven this up. The much improved graphics from Ultima 4 do kind of add a lot to the ambiance. So I bet some music would too, and that's something I got to look into as soon as possible. Well, maybe not as soon as possible, but as soon as practical, while continuing to do my best to manage my time here, such that they're in bed. Sorry to disturb you, folks, while you're sleeping. I'd really like to break them out of those stocks, but I feel that the lockpicking success is almost certainly based on... Oh, the chef is up. Avoiding those guards. Yeah, here we go. Okay. I would like to sell down to 1 chain koi if I can sell, but I'm going to sell it. Oh, it's battle worn. Great. I don't know if that's actually a thing. What more do I want to sell? I don't want to sell anything else yet, pal. Thank you for the offer. Stay away from me, guard. I do not want to give all my money to the cause of justice or whatever. I'm tempted to go into the Hall of Justice, but the fact that there's a wanted sign for me suggests that actually that would be a bad choice. Actually, sorry. Cheap prestidigitator, get out. Well, no, lady, I just need to look at my inventory here and see what I need. Mostly ginseng, because I wasted all my ginseng messing up there. But okay, here we go. Yes, you may show me mystic reagents. Show me some ginseng. Yes. Show me one more load of ginseng and one more. Spider silk is super expensive. I'll get that. Okay, that's all I want from you. Thank you, madam. Good day. Let's actually mix some money, which is ginseng and spider silk. Let's make us 5 of those. And we got it. Wait, how are we doing for Annox? 4. Alright. It's not bad, especially since we're down to 3 of us. Okay. So, I do know now that U's Moongate is quite close to U. Makes sense. But it's close in a way that's easy to remember the exact location, because it's in stay away, Headless. Yeah, I'll fight these orcs, please. Oh, Chimino's not even in great condition. That's fine, because Toshi's got a moment here. Cast Mani. It's not an... Oh, terrible work. I should have known that. I should have had the Avatar, who's clearly higher level, and, a more impressive character than this young Toshi anyway. I did not mean to skip Toshi's turn. Okay, Shimino's at 22 health. Gotta keep an eye on that. Boom. 1 orc dead. That was bad. That was bad. I got a step. No, you know what? Let me just try to work on killing this orc. Toshi. I hate to have Toshi do it, so I can't. Shimino keep fleeing. The Avatar will fall back too. I gotta get the Avatar free of the monsters. There. I can cast Mani on Shimino. Better? No, it's not. I don't know why. Battle is lost. Yeah, it's not a loss if you should have been dead and instead you're alive. Yeah. Not happening, Headless. Thanks for coming. Trolls just out in the wild. Find a bridge. Okay. Well, need some provisions. This is where I need to start taking some notes. What is in West Brittany? The graveyard. And the provisioner. Okay. Good stuff. They're open. Yes, you may help me. Doesn't sell rations. Jerk. Sorry. Never mind. Can't hold my liquor? No. My problem is that I'm cheap, sir. I will have you know. Good day, sir. Well, okay. Here's an inn. But I want to camp because I really badly want Lord British to come. And I guess no one can level up because the people who could level up are dead. But maybe Shimino will heal this time? Is there something happening to Shimino? Yeah, Shimino can't heal. What is with that? If I look at his status, he's in good health. I don't know. I don't understand it. Something I need to look into, I suppose. Iolo's dead, of course. Of course. Okay. Try once more. Outside of battle to cast money. It healed him a little. Okay, one troll. We can kill one troll, team. Yeah, hit the avatar, Toshi. That's a great strategy. Alright, we won that one. How are the avatar's stats? He's almost at 150. Which is really not much. So, there that is. Low on things to sell. Low on living companions. Got a companion who can't heal for some reason. Maybe I should stay in an inn. But I'm so low on money. No, I can't pay the troll toll. So we're just gonna have to fight. Shimino is going to die. Start running, Shimino, and maybe you can escape. Start running, everybody, and maybe... Nope, the avatar is dead. I'm running out of money. Running out of food. But we've learned a few more things. We got a mantra. This will all start working out eventually. It'll start clicking. No one said it was going to be easy. No, pal. Leave me alone. No. Wilt thou come quietly? Yes. Okay. We're in prison. Now you're a prisoner. Yeah, I see that. Prisoner. Convicted of heresy. Heresy. I stated my belief that Lord British was alive. British. Happened one night when I was camping out on the moors. Moors. A strange apparition arose before my fire. Now, I already know about this, but good to know. Surely thou dost believe me. Yes. Then surely thou must agree. There is hope. If only my brother would hurry. Brother. He's collecting the 500 gold crowns needed for my release. He used to give me keys, but I kept getting caught. Yeah, we're going to have to try to break out. And hopefully, well, probably we're just going to die. But that's... Keys. I'm sure if thou wouldst ask, he would give thee a key. He comes around by 10 each morning and evening. Cool. So, no keys. Oh no, do they take all my stuff? Or do they just take all my keys? Well, makes sense they would take all my keys. So he's coming around 10, you say? So, literally... This is unfortunate. Hold up for how many hours? Just 1 hour. Ha! Hello again. Name? Yeah, it's Jeremy. Okay. So, Jeremy is not the brother of the man in the stocks. He's the brother of this fellow in jail. Will you give me a key, Jeremy? I don't have keys. Scoundrel? I don't have the money, Jeremy. Broke. So what? Is that it? Under the bed that I'll find nothing of note. Okay. Yeah, go figure. And this is that guy. This is Jeremy. He's calling me a scoundrel after I donated to his fund when he could just slip me a key that costs like 3 gold pieces. This is wild. Okay, what if I just say yes? No, I'm certainly not donating to your fund. Thanks anyway. Good luck. Escape? Can't help. Yeah, of course you can't. So, is that just it? I'm just stuck in jail forever? That would be disappointing. This is something I'm willing to Google. Ultima 5 jailbreak. I've played, like, in the fullness of time, I've played quite a few of those King's Quests and such. I gather, Lars, are you hinting to me that there's something I can do here? There's a way out. I am open to being nudged by the internet here. Look at the walls. Okay. Search everything. Alright. Yes, you're right. No internet. I will trust Lars here. Look. Right, and there's the thing. There's look and there's search. A wall with a nick. A hidden door. There you go. Makes sense. It's locked. So, let's look around. A wall with a nick. Yeah, I got spoiled by... this is another adjusting from 4 to 5, because in 4, you just... This is what the fake walls look like, just a tiny little nick. And I can see there's also one to the west. If Jerome here... There you go, buddy. Okay, if I look at the shackles, if I search them, nothing of note. Okay, all the hidden doors are locked. Note under the bed. Nothing of note with these manacles. lousy guy who could help me here. Yeah, like one accidental false wall in your jail seems like, you got screwed by the contractor. When there's one at every cardinal direction, it just seems like negligence. Like you weren't supervising the project carefully enough. Ultima 5, jail. Jerome. Okay. Stuck in a room. Caught by some guards. They threw me in a dungeon. Go to the room I was in. Teleported. Which castle? Yeah, we're in a tight spot here. Yeah, let's try sleeping. Let's try sleeping a long time. Alright, sorry. Escape. Hold up. Hold up. 9 hours. Maybe Lord British's ghost will come and give me something. I'm up. Well, it's the middle of the night. Let's see if somebody comes along in the night. Ignite a torch. Keep a lookout here. Real shame if I'm just progress locked. I mean, this is early enough that I can just start a new game and I'll barely have lost anything. I could get back to right where I am right now. Or further ahead. Oh no, can I steal from Jerome? Probably not. He probably doesn't have any lockpicks on him. He told me he told me that his brother comes and his brother can smuggle in lockpicks, but then his brother wants more money than I have for the lockpicks. No, that's the thing. You ask him about keys and okay. Brother he's here in the night. Name is Jeremy. Job. Chef of the escape. Break. Key. 50 gold. No, I can't. Yeah. This is it. I'm doomed. Well, hold on. One more guess. One more thought. That's true. Right. I haven't saved. I can just restart. And I haven't really accomplished anything today since everyone's dead. That's the answer. Frustrating, but thank you, Lars, for pointing that out. It seems obvious, but I would have totally wound up being like, oh, well, I'm done for now, and then either starting the new game counterproductively or alternately going, all right, you know what? I'm going to quit for now. I'll come back to this later, and I would have saved reflexively. Okay, starting a new game. Or not starting a new game, but restarting the game. And doing better this time. So, journeying onward. There we are. In decent health. A little bit of money. Heading... Where are we? Yeah, we're right by Britain. Which is great. I want to go up to you. Yes, and the sound effects are really ear-ripping. I turned them down. The reason my sound is at the fairly low level it's at is because that title screen, It's no good. Right. Can we re-accomplish what we... Shadow Lord of Cowardice is here. You know what? Just gonna avoid him. And... should be fine. Should be fine. Oh. She's scared of me? Is she fleeing? Please don't hurt me. Please go away. Makes sense. Lousy Shadow Lords. Yes, I dost wish to leave. Well, let's head back to... oh, orcs. A fight we can win. Especially orc. That is definitely a fight you can win. Single, solitary orc. Traveling packs. Anyway. No great reward for defeating a single orc. But every little bit counts. They put me in jail because I refused to pay the tribute to Lord Blackthorn. Because I had barely any money. That's where I'm at. I'm at the point where I'm at the early stage where I don't have a full grasp on the way this game has changed since Ultima 4 even yet, and because of that, I am vulnerable to screwing up and being made dead by fights that I should have just known to avoid, for example. So working on getting to that virtuous cycle where I can just pay the shakedown price and all that stuff. Now, okay, Julia needs to equip something so she can get back in the fight. Ready. I'll take off the small shield and the main gush. Favor of... oh, only 2 arrows left. Let's use them. Good work, Julia. That's what we like to see. Gets the kill. And if Lord British shows up, we'll be able to get her back to a good, nice level 2. That's what we're hoping to achieve here. And I'm learning more about which enemies I can't fight. That's another thing that I'm... oh, of course. Julia's out of arrows. Another thing that, since I was just finishing up Ultima 4 recently, I was at the point where just in every fight I just win. Unless they put me to sleep and hit me a million times while I'm asleep. Got 6 gold. Well, what can you expect? They're rats. Okay. Got her to the battle screen. What's the state of how much Am Nox we have? None. But we can mix some. Great. Mix Am Nox using ginseng and garlic. Mix them. Let's do 5. Mixed. Cast. Avatar. Am Nox. Shimino. Cast. Avatar. Am Nox. Iolo. Okay. Back in fighting form. Ettins. Well, I'll flee. Wait, 1 Ettin. I'm a fool. But this is how we learn. Gotta feel it out. Alright, Julia, equip that crossbow. And the... no, don't put that on. Oh, you know what? That was a thing that I had actually done in my now failed run that I was pushing through with. I had equipped everyone with better, or the best armor that I had available, which they now, of course, are not wearing. But barely wounded, lightly wounded, heavily wounded, heavily wounded, critical, dead. There we go. Hope he had some good stuff. Lots of stuff. Looks like there was an acid trap in there. And so much stuff that I don't even see the text telling me that I got hit with an acid trap. Alright. This is good. Scroll. There we go. Alright. And we'll head out to the left here. Okay. Let's equip ourselves a little bit better if we can. Team. Chain coif. Chain mail. I've got a longsword, but I don't... Why am I just not wearing a shield? Alright. Shield for the avatar. What about you, Shimino? I think Shimino's doing well. Chain coif, small shield, ring mail, short sword. Yep. How about you, Iolo? Leather armor. It'd be great to get him something better than leather. If I believe that he can equip it. In fact, since he's flattened to bard, well, Julia also only has leather so far. Who knows? All right, unequip that crossbow and go back to main gauche with a small shield. Okay. Got a decent amount of food. It's becoming night. We've just wandered around. We're going to head back to you after camping. And maybe, just maybe, kind Lord British, camping in the hills. I mean, Jerome did specify that when he saw Lord British's ghost, it was in the hills. But boom! Everyone healed to full. And Julia is now level 2. Thank you, Lord British. Let's throw down a save there. Okay. The minor victories of getting a character back to the level they were when you first recruited them before you got them an experience penalty by dying. No Shadow Lord in you. Of course, I want to avoid the guards as much as I can. On the moors, yes. No, she's not up yet. I know it's tempting fate and I shouldn't go in there. I should. As frustrating as it is since he turned out to be a real jerk when I was in prison. But if I see Jeremy, which I do now. What's your job? Chef. Why are you chef? You need money. Why do you need money? Trying to get your brother to jail. Jail? It's going to cost you 500 gold crowns. Gold? Wouldst thou donate? Yes. What is thy name? James. What do I need? Food, keys, or perhaps information? It's probably not the case that I need to hear this information from him in order to tell the blacksmith the thing, and I probably don't need to get that information from the blacksmith. But for the sake of being honest, I'm going to tell him I need info. Chamford knows the mantra. That's great. Goodbye, Jeremy. Yeah, you can serve me. Fine, I'll try some boar. 15 gold for the 5 of thee. Yikes. No, nothing else. Alright, no rations to be had in you. Get away from that guard. Head to the armory. I would like to sell this leather helm. 9 gold. Heck yeah. I'll sell you 3, buddy. And then I shall leave. Thanks, Ronan. Hey, Chamfort. Tell me about the mantra. Who asked? Jeremy. Boom. Now I officially have been told the mantra, which I don't need to write down because I already write it down. Thank you, sir. Seems so obvious, but yes, I really need to remember to save more often. Avoiding the guards as best as I can so I'm not getting shaken down. Yes, I need reagents. But I don't know which ones. I should have looked. Anyway, I'll get an order of ginseng. Be nice if when you're buying reagents, it just flipped to your stat screen for how many reagents you have. Alright, 12 ginseng, 8 garlic. Not much spider silk, of course. Alright, I'll get more ginseng. More garlic. And a little more spider silk. And that's all the money I've got right now. We've got food. We gained a level, which is nice. Only for Julia, but take what you can get. We're all at full health. Let's go exploring. Let's see if we can make it somewhere east of Minnock and see what turns up. Giant rats. A fight we can win. Okay. Boom. One hit kill on that rat. Toshi's my only remaining level 1 character. And it'd be great to get him up to level 2. Great to get others to level 3, which I believe happens at 200 experience. And then it's going to go up in tiers, so you got to get to 400, and then 800, and then 1600, and 3200, and 6400, where you max out, I believe, at level 8. I know at some point did not mean to stab Shimino. That's unfortunate. Sorry, buddy. Not mean to hit Shimino there. Okay. Let's let Julia get into the fight here. We'll tend to your wounds eventually, Shimino. Once we're done causing them. There we go. There we go. That's a hit. Good job, buddy. Toshi hit one that was nowhere near the one he was aiming for, but he hit it. So we're proud of you, little guy. There's a kill. There's a kill. Alright, Julia's getting beat up pretty bad. Chewing through the leather armor, these rats. But I don't think she's getting beat up bad enough that we're at any risk of losing her. Unless Toshi just beans her in the brain. Victory! And one of them had a treasure. Use the get. But now you need to open first. It's just a sack of gold. Probably not a lot of gold because we're just rats. I still would have expected more than 1. Bummer. Okay. Cast, Avatar, and Nox. Do Julia first. She's the most hurt. Cast, Avatar, and Nox. Shimino. Excellent. Now I should be responsible here, do my mixtures. Find out what potions do. There's so much stuff that I really just ought to do. I've got a pocket watch. I can check the time. Don't just have to rely on the position of the sun. But that stuff is probably... Okay. Only one of each. So I had to mix. Do Mani first. Ginseng. Spider silk. Mix. And let's just do 7. Let's cap it out. I'm not doing any fancy spells, so I'll use all the silver spider silk that I've got. And then make some Annox. Just do 6. Add to the pile. Good stuff. I don't even think I need to money Julia just yet. I really could have used more gold out of that rat, but oh well. I mean, I have other equipment that I'm not going to use that I can sell if it comes to that. Alright, into the hills. Camp for 9. The avatar has self. Stand watch. Party rested. Okay. The hills are not the secret to guaranteeing the attendance of Lord British. So it goes. More rats. Let's go to war, rats. Just advancing into combat position here. Avatar is poisoned but hasn't been damaged. Let's see what I'll do. I'll send Shimino forwards. Positioning is tricky in these games because you only get one move per person's turn, and you never know when the enemies are going to move or pass their turn or attack in place. Shimino moves over, and then Julia can come out. Now we're all on the front lines, except Toshi, who's not a frontline fighter. Beans the avatar with his sling. This is why we can't trust the kid with like a blade. We give you a piece of cloth, or perhaps leather, and some rocks, and you're just smashing our brains out. Can't imagine putting a sword in this kid's hand. I assume accuracy with ranged weapons goes down the further out you're aiming. That seems like the kind of thing they would pay attention to in a game like this. But I have no such knowledge. Alright, victory, no treasure. But you know what? Experience is also a valuable thing. So I'm glad I got it. Cast 2 Manis, and Noxes. We'll do Julia first. Then the avatar will heal himself. Great. Heading not to Minok this time. I'm just gonna go east and see how far I can get. In fact, I should be looking at the map in the background here. So, I see where I am right now. You know what? Throw down a save. I guess the more and more I head towards modernity, here's a desert, in these games, the more common it's going to be the thing to do. Whoa, jaws under the sand. I don't feel like that's going to be a nice enemy to fight. There's a shrine, perhaps the shrine of sacrifice? I don't know the mantra of sacrifice or even what I want the shrines for this time around. The daemon I was told about, was it in the desert or beyond it? Let's find out. It was in Empath Abbey. The daemon lives in the Lord of... somewhere in this forest. Interesting. Is that an oasis? Nothing of note. Okay. I just feel very confident that I do not want to be dealing with those jaws. There's not much I can do if they just chase me down. Or they could turn out to be the demon who I'm looking for. And then I'll feel silly for having avoided him so much. Pulling back up the map. Just to get my bearings here. I mean, I'm just in a desert. There's nothing much going on here. Okay, I think my next adventurous step is going to be... get out of the desert. The opposite of adventurous. Get far away from those jaws. And let's camp here in the hills. Ah, I hit mix. camp for 9 hours, as we often do. I will set a watch. Iolo, it's your turn, buddy. You're near full health. He's dancing around, looking tough, scaring off the desert hyenas. We're all rested. Doing okay for food. There's an Etten. Well, as I've learned, if it's one Etten, whatever. I want to fight orcs. Or orc. If it's just one Etten, if it's not a huge gang, I can fight them. And I'm not being penalized virtue points that I know of if I'm forced to flee. Whoops. Oh. This orc had treasure, which is great. Food, torches, sack of gold. All of those things are useful to me. 23 gold. A wealthy orc, 2 torches, very little food. He's traveling light, except for his big sack of gold, which is now my sack of gold. Well, speaking of food, it's getting on supper time here. 4 Eddens. 4 Eddens. Here's what I want to do. I want to look at what spells I have available. And I'm going to pull up the spells, spell book. What are these spells? I can probably only cast first circle spells. Mani is heal as I knew. Inlore is create light. It's no use. Here. Grav pour. Grav pour is a basic magic missile. Does small damage. Okay. Well, that's what I got as far as first circle spells that I could use here. So I will try it out. Can't hurt. Grav pour. Got it. Oops. Click back into my window. I'm done. Okay. I want to stay near the edge here. Have them come to me. Julia should be readying her crossbow. 18 quarrels. That's good. Get into a fighting formation here as they slowly trickle towards me. Okay, here we go. Cast, grav, pour, aim. This dude. Lightly wounded. It's not nothing. You know what, Julia? Come out to the side a bit so that you're not accidentally hitting us with the crossbow. Maybe Toshi should do that too. I'm going to spam this spell. Grav, pour. Grazed. It's not a strong spell, but any damage on him before he gets here. Yeah, throwing from a distance is tough, buddy. And now you know. Okay. Can Julia hit this dude? Heavily wounded. I love to see it. It missed. Alright. That did hit the avatar. There aren't so many of these guys that... Okay. We're all at full health. I think that this is good development opportunity for these characters. I'm fighting this out. Oh. Iolo can't attack now because the thing moved. Can Toshi still hit it? No. Clever. Ha! Dead. Okay, Shimino has to come around the treasure chest now. Oof. Hit the avatar. It was just a graze, though. No real damage there. We're all in decent health. That could change very fast. Let's gang up on this one. Okay. Iolo was hit. but he's still at 40. We get below half. 31. Alright. Next turn, Julia will cure Iolo. Or Manny heal Iolo. This turn, she will shoot him with her freaking crossbow. Barely wounded. Okay. Cast. Mani on Iolo. He's immediately back to where he was, but that means good. It was good that we did it. Got a hit. He's still just lightly wounded. Heavily wounded. Heavily wounded. Critical. Grazed. Okay, well there. Unless she hit one of the ones behind, that at least confirms to me that the feedback you get after an attack is not the overall health of the enemy, but its current level of damage. Another one down. We're gonna win this thing. Classic Agent Harris line from The Sopranos, which I am rewatching currently. There's a show about people who are really not great at practicing the virtues. Okay, Iolo's in trouble. So let's have Toshi cast Mani on Iolo. And let's have Julia cast it on Shimino. Shimino didn't heal that much, but not as disastrous as it had been last time. Another one down. We're going to walk all the way around the treasure. There are worse states you can be in a battle than we've killed most of our enemies, but now to clean it up here, we have to walk through this big, mess of treasure. This is going to turn out to have been very fruitful for the good guys. And Toshi got the kill on a tough enemy. All kinds of stuff. Poison trap. Shimino's poisoned. But I noticed, so I'm not going to have him accidentally die. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff, including an amulet. Wow. This is what we're talking about when we say we want to get another poison trap on Julia. Oh, and Iolo. Fair enough. I mean, we did kill them and take all their stuff. Can't begrudge them having tried to protect it from us, even if they failed. Lots of loot, which is really more than anything what we need right now. Get that virtuous cycle I keep talking about going. 13 gold, more keys, more gems, a key, a torch, one food. Man, one thing these monsters don't do is eat a lot. Collect any number of things. I'm just not big on eating. Cast, James, and Nox. Shimino. Cast, James and Nox. Iolo. Cast, James and Nox. Julia. And we're all healed up. Very nice. Where am I? I believe I'm coming back from the east here, right? Gotta get the map up. And that makes it pretty easy to determine. It's a forest with a river coming down out of it. Okay, so I think I need to continue progressing west. I think I'm actually very confident. There's a fight I can win if I could get to it, which I can't. Yeah, okay. Now I know where I am. Making my way back. One snake. Yeah, we'll fight that. Nailed Iolo. There. Killed the python. No treasure. Got poisoned once. How am I doing for mixtures? Got 1. Let's mix them up. For what spell? I did what spell? Ginseng, garlic, mix. 2, 4. Done. Great. Need to go back to you for more reagents, but I think I'm going to come out ahead on this particular adventure. So, could it be it's happening? Still not gone back to finish The Sopranos. I missed that message. I'm not sure when you said it, Chili Chamba, but absolutely a series worth finishing. It took me, you and I, many, many years ago, obviously, watched the first 2 seasons. And then I wound up doing a rewatch later of those 2 seasons. And moving on to... Okay, Julia, stop wasting... Why am I wasting quarrels on this? Rats. Julia, ready... Anyway, I went back and went up rewatching those first 2 seasons, and then, at that time, I've got iron helmets. Now, I wasn't, overflowing with money in those days. And so, also the DVD box sets, this was not throw down $9 a month for a Crave subscription. So, I took a while, long breaks between seasons, kind of capturing the essence of what watching the show was probably like. And of course, the show wasn't even done at that time. So I think on that rewatch, it took a long time to get through season 5, at which point I was either caught up or at the very least season 6 part 2 hadn't aired yet. And then after that, it was a long time before I finally got down to just finishing it off. The 2-part 6th season. So started a new rewatch from the start right through, and yeah, now we're at the last season, like the season 6 part 2, which is just a terrific season. It's a case where they knew they were going out, and everything about it has this sense of finality, not just the the mob danger and stuff, like anyone could die. There is that feeling of just like anything could happen now, but also just in the characters, emotions, which are the real story of the show. The real story isn't can Tony be a successful mob boss. It's can Tony realize that actually the reason he's so miserable is because it's terrible to be in the mafia. He would be happier if he was a good person, but he's not a good person because he's in the mafia. And we really, in the final season, I think you get some real psychological insights to Tony if you watch carefully. Because, of course, the show is all about him aggressively not thinking about the things in his mind and trapped acid. That's fine. Finding gold. Not a lot of gold because these were just rats. How did the rat rig up a trap? Forced a most to, I suppose. And Nox. I should have done Shimino first. Oh well. Getting him now. Okay. Here we go. We're heading back. Is this the way? This is not the way. Yikes. Well, this is not what I was yikesing. This is a very viable fight. Not in range yet. Spitting your lousy poison at me, you lousy snake. But the sun's going down, so before I cast a bunch of spells, I will take a chance on Lord British showing up and just curing us all and healing us to max for free whilst we sleep. We'll see. Suppose I can't camp just one Ed. Gotta kill one Ed. Even if it's risky. Julia needs to get her crossbow back out. How am I doing for quarrels? 8 quarrels. Then I've got a spare crossbow. I suppose I could sell it, or I could maybe not. Selling it might not be the wisest move. The wise move might be cast a little money on Shimino. Good. He actually healed properly from it. It is. One nice thing about The Sopranos compared to, well, nice and not, like, I think you can see two sides to it as a speed of rewatching, is that it's not nearly as heavily serialized as we associate prestige television with. It's not, every episode ends with a cliffhanger about the next episode. It's very kind of, although there are obviously ongoing plots, it's got a real kind of, I believe the critic Emily Vanderwerf describes it as, it's more like a collection of short stories than a novel, like an interconnected set of short stories than it is like a novel. Ooh, Iolo's in rough shape. Keeping an eye on that, so that Julia can come to the rescue. I think perhaps the most hopeful sign for this game out of today's session is that I've started paying attention to my hit points and healing my people before they die. Ends of great treasure when they do have treasure. So on the one hand, it's not the kind of daunting time commitment that starts to try to encroach. Oh, I didn't try to hole up in camp, so let's do it. That starts to encroach upon your entire day, because like you watch an episode and you're like, now we gotta see what happens next. Apparition, no luck. Gotta cast that and Nox. But except for Iolo, we're in decent shape. Oh, of course, a python and a rat. We're getting poisoned again, team. But then, of course, the flip side of that is because it's not propulsive, if you wind up pacing yourself, it's not eating your days, but it does take a long time to go through the show. Absolutely worth doing. The pour one out, the late, great James Gandolfini. Even if he wasn't surrounded by incredibly talented actors playing fascinating characters, if it was just him and then some like passable hacks playing bland supporting characters, his performance alone would justify the whole thing. I'm fascinated to see when the prequel film comes out this fall how young Michael Gandolfini, what an intense task he has undertaken to step into that role. And I read that I read an interview with him where he said, I'd never seen The Sopranos, so I was quite young when it came on, and my father didn't want me watching it. And so he sat down, he watched the whole show for research, and it's gotta be intense. Like, this is your father, he's passed away. You're stepping into his shoes. Yeah, it's not just that they're making one. They're making one with the man's own son playing the role that he made famous. So, cool stuff. Like, I don't think he would have accepted the role if he didn't think he was a capable actor. I don't think that David Chase would cast him as a stunt. So I'm certainly optimistic. Julia, gotta stop wasting crossbow quarrels on rats. I only have 2 left. I think Trinsic had a Fletcher. I know I've seen a Fletcher, so that's something to make a note to do. Can Julia go to an Iron Helm? She can. Take it, Julia. Yeah. Yeah, getting ready. It actually wasn't the upcoming film that motivated this, but I've started watching, or started reading. The chest was empty. Terrible chest. Started reading the Dune series. And there is a new film adaptation of that coming out. Alright, I just took Julia's ranged weapon away. Iolo's not standing next to anything. Oh no! All of my bragging about how I was paying attention now, and I just let Iolo get killed by basic rats. Oops. I've got a lot of money. I can pay a healer to bring him back, because I'll probably have even more money when I offload some of the stuff I got. But keeping an eye on everybody else, because don't I feel a fool. But yeah, the Dune novels have been a real trip. You know, they're sci-fi classics, but they're about space Islam. If one of the central tenets of Islam was, let's do mushrooms a lot, and mushrooms actually did allow you to literally see through time. It's quite a premise. And then also, it's science fiction with no the giant rat fled. Victory. They've been fun. I was mostly familiar with Dune. Like, I'd seen the David Lynch film, but another empty chest. I'd seen the David Lynch film, but didn't have super thorough memories of it, except for a couple scenes, which turned out to be pretty faithful adaptations of the book. Otherwise, I associated with, the prototypical real-time strategy game, Dune 2, which, as it turns out, like in Dune 2, the plot is 3 of these houses. I need 2 more Ann Knoxes. Yeah, three of these houses in this feudal spacefaring society have all landed on this planet to try to control the valuable resource, the spice. It doesn't get into great detail about the spice. And then it's war. They fight for control with war. Trying to bring the most, powerful vehicles and stuff to defeat each other, and you fight battles. So that is what Dune would be, Dune the novel would be, if what's his name, Frank Herbert, had never done mushrooms, because as it happens, the plot is just way zanier than that. It is heavily based in doing drugs. The spice is a drug. In fact, the only way to do intergalactic travel in the Dune universe is to get really, really high on the spice drug, because it allows you to see through time, and that's the only way that you can plot coordinates to travel at light speed and not crash into a star. And then it's much more of a psychedelic religious journey than it is a simple, straightforward war for control of Arrakis. So it's been fascinating. Fascinating read. Gonna read more of that tonight. But right now, fighting an enemy that I can comfortably expect to destroy with probably not being harmed, which is a good thing to have, especially when they come in a big swarm. Get some experience. We're pushing 6 o'clock. I think I'll wrap up around 6. Anyway, yeah, the new Dune film is going to be. It's directed by Denis Villeneuve, who did the Blade Runner adaptation, and it's got a pretty good cast. And I'm enthusiastic, and even more so because I think I heard that they're not trying to adapt the entire first novel in a single film. Because when I read that film, I thought, or when I read that novel, I thought, I don't see how you can like do justice to all the different parts of this novel if you're condensing them all and pacing them for a single feature film. And apparently they had that thought too. Probably helps that I think if it turns out to be a series, if the first one's successful, the second book seems very condensable. It's weird. It's a apparently at the time it was controversial among the fandom because it is just a much different scope and scale. It's far more intimate. It's narrow in its time scope. Like it all takes place. It skips like a decade, and then it all takes place in like a few months. It feels like. Cast and Nox. None mixed, of course. Well, it's nighttime. No, it's not. I'm just in the forest. Mix one more and Nox. I've got just enough. Cast and Nox for Julia. What's the state of our experience? Very close to level 3, Avatar. Extremely close to level 3, Shamino. Also extremely close, Iolo, the dead bard. Toshi is just about at level 2, and Julia is securely in level 2. Not bad. Not bad. Where am I? I see where I am. Keep heading west. Duck a little south. Lousy pythons, I am not fighting you. I cannot afford that right now. One spider. Not close enough to you. Fleeing a single spider. Okay. Well, head through these woods. Now we're in the woods where we'll eventually find you. We're being attacked by dragons. And the Avatar was killed in a single hit. Wah, wah. Well, you win some, you lose some. And this is still a coming out ahead day. So, fine. Kill the Avatar. See if I care. I do care. I'm very upset, actually. Oh, Empathabby. Is there a... Yeah, terrible luck, huh? Like, opens the battle by one-shotting me. Is there stuff in Empathabby? Here's a healer. I definitely don't have the money for resurrection, but I'm getting that resurrection because I'm so close to leveling up. I just gotta say, you know, I'm taking the hit on the economy, on the gold side of things, in order to get the rest going on. What? Yeah, is there just nothing here? Just beds. It's nighttime, of course. Let's get out there and we'll camp. 9 hours. Yeah, we'll set a watch. Toshi's at full health. He can watch. He doesn't need any healing. Well, I won't be resurrecting Iolo, I don't think, because I'm definitely not going to have enough gold to do 2 of them. Apparition comes. I gotta feel like, given the scope of Lord British's powers, that so many characters 1 or 2 experience away from leveling up. I should have fought the snakes and the spiders and not fled into the woods and been massacred by dragons. You live, you learn. This road is taking me the long way around to get back to you. Oh, it's not too far. It's not far at all. I should just save. It's the responsible thing to do occasionally. Entering the town. Avoiding the guards. I cannot be paying tributes right now. It's too early in the morning. What about the old lady? Is she up? Yeah, he comes sometimes. It's just like I was saying with the ships in Ultima 4, how the very first time I wanted a ship, I got like, as soon as I saw the coastline, there were just pirates all the time at the start of the game. And the first time I fought them, I got a ship. It's great. And then when I got killed in a dungeon on an island and then resurrected back in Britain and could not access that ship anymore, it took forever to get another one. And it was the same thing here. Leave me alone, guard. Just pass here and hope the guard doesn't come this way. Wake up, people. There we go. Can I shop already? No. Gotta wait for him to get behind his desk. There. Yeah. This is like, you're outside the store waiting to go in. It's 8:59 a.m. You can see the person on the other side. They're reading the newspaper. What do I have that I could sell here? I don't need these leather helms. 28 gold. Chain coifs are good. Because they're good, I can sell them for a good price. And I need to be selling some stuff right now. Because I'm dealing with a dead avatar. And also, I need to buy other stuff. Do I sell an iron helm? Which feels like a good item. You know what? Sell the cloth. 10 gold. 10 gold. Gotta sell the coif. 25. It's in excellent condition. Good. I wish ye all the joy of it. Would you buy flaming oil? No, I probably get more out of it than you would. What about spear? No. What about throwing axe? No. I have more bows and crossbows than okay, bow, 37 gold. Yes. I'm good for now because I believe I can leave me alone. There's no healer here. I'll get the reagents. I'll get some reagents. Ginseng, yes. Garlic, yes. And I don't know what my state of spider silk is. Have none. So I need more ginseng. Yikes. And then I need a bunch of spider silk. Now I don't have the money to resurrect the avatar anymore. But that's okay, because maybe I will earn it through violence on the walk back. And if not, when I get to Britain, I'll sell a bunch of stuff at the armory. It is 6 now, and I said I would stop. But this is a good wrap-up activity. 1 spider. We can kill 1 spider, even in our reduced state. And that'll, unless Julia gets the killing blow, that'll level us up. Level somebody up. Or put them in the position where they could level up should the apparition decide to appear. If we don't get poisoned, so much the better. Excellent. Let's confirm my theory. 200. Shimino could be level 3. If and only if the apparition shows up and helps. Which is a big if. Can't do any shopping in Britain proper, but I don't think that infects the towns. So, which of these towns has stuff that's helpful to me right now? A healer. I can at least find out the price. Oh no, I can't because the healer's not in. What's this? Just somebody's home. Is this the healer going to work? Nope. Shipwright. Anyway, it's nighttime now, so we Wait for the sun to set. Camp. Hope for the apparition. 9 hours. Yeah, we'll set a watch. Shimino will keep watch. So we're all at full health at the moment. No apparition. That's fine. It's probably less likely to show up when the avatar is dead, since the avatar is his favorite one. The avatar is everybody's favorite one. He's the main guy. Rats. Well, I mean, at most, we can only be forced to use 3 and Noxes. I will keep a careful eye out to be reasonably confident that I'm not going to accidentally let someone die. Shimino got poisoned but not damaged. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Toshi got a kill. He's probably leveled up. Julia's poisoned but not damaged. Julie's damaged, but not badly. Well, we did take a bit of damage in this fight. We're going to get through it. We're going to mix up those and Noxes. Get this poison off. Victory. Alright. Could be worse. Mix and Nox. Using ginseng and garlic. Let's mix up 5. Very good. Cast. Julia and Nox. Shimino. Cast. Julia and Nox. On herself. Julia would never do herself first because she represents the virtue of sacrifice. Alright. We are clear. We're in the clear of the Shadow Lord of Cowardice. I would like to sell Iolo's bows. Well, Iolo's dead, so I understand why they wouldn't be giving us a discount on bows right now. What would you give me for a club? Not very much, but I might as well. What about a main gouge? 8. Fine. Avoid selling things that I like as much as I can. 1 more bow. Ugh. That probably gets me in the vicinity of reviving the avatar. To the healer. Avoiding the guards. Healer was in the east. This healer keeps frustrating hours. Are you in bed? Oh, you just actually have to go into the healer's sanctum. Do I need thy help? I doth need thy help. Please resurrect the avatar. 237 gold. I will to pay. Real frustrating that this happened, but it's better to have the avatar alive than not alive. No other way to aid me right now. Alright, low on cash. But we have, if it came to it, we have equipment we could sell. Let's give the avatar an iron helmet instead of a chain coif. Can't equip it yet. It's actually useful knowledge. Very good. What about anything else? I've got chainmail, I've got a small shield, I've got a long sword, which is I think the best sword I've got. Can I equip this collar? I'd have to remove the amulet. Well, I'm not doing that. But okay. In that case, others of us should equip collars here. Julia, throw a collar on. And Shimino, if you don't have something else like that going on, do it. Okay. That's not nothing. We're on the path. Alright. I want to sleep at least once more in the hopes of... You know what? Save. In the hopes of meeting the apparition and getting a couple more characters leveled up. So that'll be my last... Will it be my... Yeah. I'm getting physically hungry beyond just being like, well, it's around the time that I should eat. That's probably a sign. Farewell, Chili Champa. Thanks for hanging out. Probably be back at this a bit tomorrow. It's going to be a weekend thing mostly for me for now. Nay, I shall not pay thee, trolls. See what we can do. Really, just the way these battles run, I have a real problem keeping track of my hit points when the battles are on, but doing my best here. Alright, Shimino's getting close to 50% health. If he goes below, Toshi from the back lines will heal him up. Oh, Julia is now below 50%. So Toshi's got to heal her. She can step back, actually. She'll step back and cure herself at next opportunity. Shimino needs to be healed. Toshi will do that as soon as he gets a chance. Cast Mani on thyself. Cast Mani on Shimino. Great. Try to get beaten back down. Cast Mani. We don't have any more. Okay, that is what it is. These trolls are on the run. Got that one. Ooh, the Avatar's in trouble now. I don't have any money mixed. So Avatar step back. Down to one troll to kill. We're gonna win this thing. Okay, we've done it. Bunch of stuff in there. Love to see it. Bunch of stuff in there. Let's gather it up, gang. 3 gold. Come on, trolls. 33 gold. Now we're talking. 2 food. It's never much food. Nah. I hoped if I said it's never much food, the game would prove me wrong by enriching me with food. But alas. Okay. We haven't got much done today in terms of progress, but we've made moral progress. If I can just avoid this guard so I'm not forced to pay a fee, I believe I'll be able to find... Is there no provisioner? So where are the provisioners then? Where are the provisioners around here? I'm not sure. Got enough food to live, at least back to Britain, where perhaps I can get some food. Wish to sell... I'm going to sell 1 chain quiff to you, sir. 28? Yeah. Else, nothing. Thanks, pal. Not in a buying mode yet, because I keep getting killed and need my money for that kind of stuff. What's your name, boy? Your name is Jimmy. Do I have information about you in my spreadsheet? I don't. Child? Tell me about your job. I just like to sit by the lake. What lake? It's very relaxing. Relax. Can I help? Relaxing? No. Think? It's very relaxing. Good for you, kid. I'll catch you later. What is thy name? I'm James. Pleasure. Come visit with me again soon. I'll do that. Are you following me around now, kid? Ha. Guard wanted to run me down and demand payment. The joke's on him. I just didn't make eye contact and just kept going. No trolls. Under that bridge. Carefully avoiding the poison swamp on one side of the road. No trolls. Can I get food in pause? At this provisioner. Is this man going to bed? No, he's up. Ooh, and there's another customer. I should talk to them. Yes, you can serve me. I want rations for my travels. 25 rations. I'll take 1 pack. Nothing else, sir. Okay. Glinky. Yeah, I'm not in great shape, Stavinsky. I'm still getting the feel. I beat Ultima 4 recently, and this game is Ultima 5. It's very similar, but just a little, it's a little different in every way. The magic system is just, the magic system works the same, but the spells have slightly different values. The hit point scale is different. Some of the monsters, even though they were the tough monsters in Ultima 4, are even tougher. And the economy is, things cost different. And so I've been getting killed a lot. I'm still in that early stage of just going around, feeling it out, and trying to just learn how to get it going on, so to speak. So, Glinky. All right. That's a weird name, Glinky, but what's your job? Come to pause to visit the guild. What about the guild? I hear they have some of the best gems made. Gems? I know what gems do, but searching for the mystic shrine of spirituality and feel they would be a good use. Spirituality? I fear it was destroyed. Shrine? I fear it was destroyed. Destroyed? Dost thou know where to find it? No. Too bad. Let me do this again. Destroyed. Destroyed? Spirituality. The spirituality shrine is... What was the gimmick? Hidden. It's in a portal. Dost thou know where to find it? Yes. Where? Moongate. Art thou saying I must enter a moongate to reach the shrine of spirituality? Yes. At midnight? Yes. Oh, no wonder I never found it. Well, that one is likely safe then. But should thou see one destroyed, remember they can be restored with the words of power. And that is what the mantras are for. Because I did learn one mantra. Oops. I gotta be smarter with my hotkeys. Glinky. Restore destroyed shrines with mantras. So I really like how my knowledge of Ultima 4, in addition to the fact that the map has stayed the same, and that's helpful, but how my knowledge of Ultima 4 can pay off in ways like this, where they know, if I know things from Ultima 4, and I talk about them, can I get out of town before the gates close? Yes, I did. I want to camp in the hopes that Lord British shows up. Yeah, Toshi's standing watch because he's at full health. Apparition, apparition, apparition. No luck. Oh, we healed up a little. Back on the road. Sun will be coming up soon. Why am I back on the road? Why am I not just stopping for the day? Save my game. Take one last look at our stats here. The Avatar is nowhere near leveling up. In fact, I think individuals might actually lose experience when killed, which is terrible news and something I need to gotta get better at not being killed. But Shimino's ready for level 3 when the apparition does show up. Toshi's ready for level 2 when the apparition does show up. So we're getting somewhere. Well, we found a mantra. We learned about a shrine. So yeah, the destroyed Shrine of Justice. If I can find it, I can restore it with those words. Will I need a stone? Quite possibly. Looking at the map, it looks like the Shrine of Justice is in the same place it always was. Which makes sense. Oh heck. In for a penny, in for a pound. Last leg of the journey today, and I'll stop around 6:30. Oh, gotta kill some rats. No better way to kill a rat than with a single shot. Satisfying. Ah, of course, Shimino gets poisoned. That's the thing with the rats. They're not great at causing damage. But they're quite good at poisoning you, which is annoying. Wastes your resources here. And they're good at hurting people who are only wearing leather, like Julia. Oh, Lord. Well, I just saved. If I stupidly get myself killed by rats. Get Julia killed by rats. Cast. Mani. Didn't mix any. I'm a fool. Julia starts fleeing. Okay. Another dead rat. Okay, we actually got beaten up pretty badly by these rats. In an ongoing way, we're being badly beaten by these rats. But we're going to win. Do I have Ann Knox prepared? I do. Just so I don't accidentally walk Julia to death while she's poisoned. Shimino died. Okay. I'm not taking that. I'm save scumming that. Yeah. It creeps up on you, Stavinsky. The worst one that happened, I finally was getting some gold going. I was like, I can buy a skiff or a horse soon. And I was just walking along, and I was out of reagents, and I was out of mixtures of Anox, which is the antidote spell. So when I saw both a spider and a python approaching me on the map, those are things that I can kill pretty relatively easily, you know, if things don't go wrong, like they obviously often do. But I didn't want to get poisoned because I didn't have any cures, and I didn't want people to die just from poison. So like, I gotta run. I'm running from these guys, and I just start mashing left, and I ran into the woods. And in the woods, just like now at night, your visibility is limited. They're same rats, but discretion is the better part of valor. Yeah, so I'm just running, and I ran right into a fight with dragons. And the opening volley of the fight, like, screen comes up, dragon one-shots the avatar from full health. Fine. And I hadn't saved in a little while. I gotta get better at that. It wasn't as necessary in Ultima 4. I got the virtuous cycle going much earlier. Trolls evaded. Britain. Keep heading north, go a little west. Just curious if I can do anything at that shrine with the mantra. And if I can't, well, I tried. Get a better look at the map here. This river I want to be to the west of. As I head north, hug the river. This next one, I want to go east and around on the north. up here. Now, it's entirely possible I'm just going to get here and discover... No, you still need the shrine, the stones of the virtue to enter the shrine. It's not enough to just have... the mantra. But, no harm in finding out. Thou dost approach the tranquil shrine and kneel before the altar. I will meditate on justice. And the mantra, I believe, was BMP. That's what I wrote down. BMP. It looks different. Well, if this doesn't work, I'm done, and that's fine. My thoughts are unfocused. Nope. Okay. I'll have to look into, because it was a different, it looked like a different, like the runic font, but how do you do the runic letters? Find that out later. Well, there we go. Ultimately, although I got wiped, I got into an unwinnable state and had to restart because I got into prison without enough money to bribe the Jeremy to give me the lockpicks. Got the avatar killed just when I was getting ahead of things. I still have Iolo dead. All kinds of catastrophes. Yes, I definitely had the wrong mantra. And someone told me the mantra of justice, and I might have just written it down wrong. Or it might be that I misunderstood how it was written down, because it wasn't BMP. Oh, jeez. There it is. It's obviously... Okay, I can fix this. I can solve this right now. And I will, as my final act. Okay, find the... I've got the Book of Lore. Okay, the thing that looks like a B is a B. The thing that looks like an M is an E. BMP. And the thing that looks like a P is an H. Bah. That sounds right. If I remember... Yeah, bah or meh. Let's just go back in and see what happens, if I can. If it'll allow me to go immediately back into the shrine. I'm going to try bah. Oh, da. Okay, ding, ding, ding. Unfocused thoughts, leaving. Had to say justice. Here we go. Yeah, I love the runic alphabet. When Ultima Online came out in the 90s, all my friends were into it. And, like, I got it too, because we're all into it, except, like, I had a crummy computer and I think it's Beh. I'm going to try. And if Beh doesn't work, we'll try Meh. An altar speaks, and a quest is ordained. You were very close, Lars, just from memory. So don't beat yourself up over being wrong on one letter. The altar speaks, and a quest is ordained. 'Tis now thy sacred quest to go unto the codex and learn the weakness of the unjust. That seems like something it couldn't hurt to write down on my spreadsheet. Info. Quest. Unto the codex and learn the weakness of the unjust. Alright, duly noted. You have more info for me. Is my quest that vague? Return again when my quest is done. Okay. So I'm going to assume the codex is still at the bottom of the Stygian abyss. Maybe it's not. Perhaps I'll learn more about that. Well, Lars, one of the mantras is Ka, like a crow, like CAH. I remember that one. So, like, these mantras can sound kind of silly. All right, cast my Noxes here. Get us cured up, and now I'm gonna walk until it's dark, hole up in the hopes that the apparition survives, and then I will actually be a responsible person and go eat some food, because gotta do that 3 times a day to stay alive. Yeah, you know what? Do I just have them all written down here? I have most of them. Justice is Beh, Spirit is Om, Sacrifice is Ka. There's Mu, Ra, Lum, and Sum. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those are the core ones. I remember in Ultima Underworld there were a lot more. No luck. Yeah, we do have a Mu. We have Mu for compassion. Save my game. All right. Yeah, that's the thing that I really dig about this series is the world maintains continuity. The map's the same. None of the mantras seem to have changed. I mean, I only confirmed one of them, but the shrines are all in the same place. When the way that I learned that you need to, I guess I should have known, take the mantras to the shrines, but repair a destroyed shrine with the mantra. I got that information out of a guy because I was able to tell him that the shrine of spirituality is locked inside a moon gate that you must only visit at midnight. And that was not information I learned in this game. That was information I learned in Ultima 4. It's cool. I'm really interested to see because I think I'm going to keep progressing through the series in the fullness of time. And I suspect that as I carry forward, I'm going to be really interested to see as the engine changes and moves into the 90s and gets more sophisticated, how much the world building can just carry through and how much you can carry forward with you. I'm really looking forward to that. Lars Stambinski, I'm really glad that you joined me here for a bit today, both because you both obviously know more about this game than me, and since I'm trying my best not to rely on the internet, it's good to, it's the old-fashioned way of relying on the internet, like how, we all knew how to find, when I was a kid, we could all find the dungeons in Zelda, not because we figured out, blow the whistle at this lake, but because somebody did, or they read it in Nintendo Power, and then we all told each other, well, this is our schoolyard, or my schoolyard at least, to find out a bit more about Ultima. So it's fun having you both with me. Lars, I know you're following Stambinski. I'm going to be keep doing this, so if it's of any interest to you, it'd be cool if you wanted to follow as well. I do this. I've been doing some other, I've been playing through, like I did the new SNES Online games, so that's a completely different kind of retro. Do some other stuff with some friends, scheduled twice a week, so yeah, I bet. That's one thing I get out of these games, especially with Ultima 4. Like, it took me about 30 hours to do Ultima 4, but I did lean on the internet a fair bit. Yeah, so like, and I needed it for Ultima 4 because I didn't have my sea legs in this whole, like, the classic PC RPG genre. But now I'm trying to go right into this. I did the same thing with the Dark Souls games, which are obviously much more contemporary. When I played the first Dark Souls, I did after a while started looking at facts, FAQs and stuff. But then since then, whenever I play a From Software game, I do my first playthrough without learning a thing from anybody else. And that's what I'm trying to do here. So I appreciate you two helping me out and keep me company. It's fun to have an audience. And I'll be carrying on with this, mostly on the weekends. And so stop on by. To both of you, peace and love. Take care.